Willie and Nico were calm chatting about their lives. In that on TV, the news comes out saying that there is an increase in the sale and distribution of magical fish on Penguin Island. Willie and Nico listen to what is happening and are surprised. No one knows how it happened or who is behind this, but that investigation will continue. Willie and Nico are in the middle of a talk about what they heard before, but in the middle of that, the gang, the group of cool boys in the Penguin Island, appears in front of them. In that, Willie begins to think and tells Nico that it would be fun to be part of his group and that they should go with them to talk. But Nico refuses because he tells him that it is a bad idea and that he hears suspicious things from them. Willie gets angry and does not understand why Nico does not see the great opportunity he is missing. After a while, our great duo says goodbye, but in that Nico leaves, Willie had other plans in mind. Our group of cool boys, the gang, are calmly talking, and in that the mysterious character appears and gives them the magic fish. The gang receives them, and they spread goodbye to him. In that the gang hides the fish because they feel that someone is approaching, and to no one's surprise it is Willie, who decided to go where they are to be part of his group and be able to be a cool boy. The gang at Willie's request thinks about it and finally decides that Willie can be part of them. So the leader of the gang welcomes him and they celebrate. In that later, Willie meets with his great friend Nico to tell him great news. Willie tells him that he is very happy because he managed to be part of the gang and now he is a cool boy. Nico is surprised and tells him that he shouldn't come back. Willie refuses and they end up going down different paths. Willie goes to the gang again, and in that, the leader of the gang looks at him and offers him the magic fish. In that, Willie doubts what they are giving him. In the end, he decides to accept since that's what a cool boy does. In that, we can see that the influence of the gang went down. Willie ends up going out more and more with them, so he starts consuming the fish, and also illegally offering other penguins on the island. The mysterious character is seen getting the magical fish secretly and cautiously. This mysterious penguin here is who we will call from now on the dealer. This guy is in charge of the production and distribution of magical fish on the Penguin Island. That's why he is constantly under the crosshairs and also has a connection with the gang. After several days, the gang decides to introduce Willie to someone very special and also important to them. Willie, curious, follows them. In the distance, we see how the gang approaches the dealer. We can tell that they are very good friends, so the gang leader introduces him and reveals the new cool boy. Willie shows up to meet him, and the dealer receives him jokingly, and Willie seems scared. However, they seem to get along. Then the dealer gives him the magic fish so that he can continue to offer them and distribute them on the island. We realize that the gang, together with the dealer, would be responsible for the distribution of the fishes, since they are in charge of facilitating their access to the island, and Willie is also part of this. The gang leader invites Willie to one of his clandestine parties, organized by the dealer, so Willie accepts, and together they go to the party. Willie eats a fish before arriving at the party, and we see his decline due to fish addiction. Upon arrival, the dealer welcomes them happily and shakes their hand, inviting them to stop by and have fun.
Now
Everyone seems to enjoy the party, happy and dancing. We can see how the leader is consuming magical fish and having a good time with her closest friend, encouraging him to eat more fish. However, he ate so much he faints and convulses. The leader takes him to another room and tries to help him, but he doesn't answer. In the meantime, the others, without knowing what's going on, continue with the party, dancing and having fun. Then the altered leader comes out and tells everyone what happened. So the dealer, who has heard everything, ends up kicking everyone out of the party. Everyone was worried. The leader tells that her closest partner, Yago, is quite delicate. After that, Willie begins to reason and realize that all this was not a good idea. Willie believes that he should talk about this with someone reliable. So without a doubt, and despite everything that has happened, he calls his great and appreciated friend Nico. Willie meets with his friend Nico and begins to tell about everything he lived and saw as a member of the gang. Nico lets him know that for that reason, he did not want to be friends with them, nor Willie. Willie admits that Nico was right, but despite everything, they decide to be friends again. In addition, Nico recommended Willie to report this to the police to end all this. And Willie, now aware of the damage that the fish do, accepted, thus accusing the dealer with the police. So finally, the dealer is caught. About Yago and the leader, Yago is in good health and stable. Both left that mean life behind, continuing with their friendship and without doing misdeeds. The other participant of the gang left her previous life and now works in the police to stop bandits. Now the dealer is in jail paying for what he did, and paying sentence. Moral of the story: don't do things you might regret just for belonging to a socially cool group. Do the right thing, even if it's late. Good friendships will always be with us until the end. Bad people get what they deserve.